Okay, so I'm going to explain questions of the documentary Sicko. Um, First question is: at the beginning of the film, Rick has to choose which finger to replacement for a replacement, um, and he has no resources to enough money to fix the two fingers. Okay. So the question is, do you have similar cases here in Spain? We don't have that problem because we have a healthcare system and it's public and you don't have to pay for it. Uh, at least you don't have to pay in the moment, you pay with your taxes. Okay, good. So we don't have the problem that the Americans have. What in what year and which president of the U.S. Did privatize health? Oh my God, healthcare. So it was Richard Nixon in 1971, and how he did it? He did it doing a constant promotion of the benefits of private healthcare and erosionando, or just cutting the budget of the public healthcare. So the people will have the need to have a private healthcare system because the constant cut in the budget, recortes, had a consequence that the healthcare system, the public, wasn't very good. Okay, and how the politicians convince the citizens of the goodness of a private healthcare system. What motivated them to do this? Because the politicians in the US are very likely to be bought by big corporations, and therefore they pay these politicians, and it's completely legal, and therefore the politicians just put in action the laws that allow the companies, the insurance companies, to um, have the whole responsibility of the healthcare in the United States. Um, so how they convince people? They convince people saying that you're going to be free in a private healthcare system. You're going to be you're going to it's possible to choose the best doctor, the best hospital, and so on. But it's not true. At the end, you have less freedom in a private healthcare system. And on the other hand, they say that a public healthcare system is communist or is socialist, and so on and so forth. So the people is like, oh my God, so scared of communism or socialism that they choose the private insurance companies. Um, so and of course the why they do that, to get richer, make a huge profit for the private healthcare system, private companies, to uh, just get more money from us. um, why did Hillary Clinton abandon the idea of promoting universal healthcare accessible for all? How much money did the insurance spend on that lobby? I have the clip, I think, here. We have Hillary earned almost 1 million, Rick Santorum 1 million. Imagine um, the amount of money that they pay between these years 2005 2006, just to buy politicians to stop promoting healthcare system as public. So you pay Bill Clinton or Hillary Clinton, sorry, in this case. So Hillary Clinton stop asking for a public healthcare system. It's just a matter of money. And how much they spent is, I think, I'm going to record the whole clip.
En otro tiempo, enemigas, las empresas de asistencia sanitaria amparan a Clinton. Entregamos todo el sistema de asistencia sanitaria a las compañías de seguros. Tienen el control absoluto.
Bueno, el control absoluto no. Las compañías farmacéuticas también compraron a los miembros del...
Okay, that's another question. The pharmaceutical. So they pay like 120 millones de dólares, ¿vale? Eso es lo que se gastó las compañías aseguradoras, ¿vale? In which sanitary model we can fit the healthcare in the US? 100% private. What is the mission of the inspectors? The inspectors are persons that are going to say if you need a certain test or not, or you need X-rays or any other test. Yeah, so they are well paid. Dr. Pino, sorry. Dr. Pino was paid more if they decline or deny certain tests. Okay. What is your opinion about Dr. Pino's intervention? So this girl in the film was saying that it's completely unethical and not human to decline or deny any test systematically. So they are going to decline or deny any X-ray that is needed, even though it's needed, because they save money. Okay, that's the doctor was saying that is this whole system, the private sector, is completely corrupt and is made to get a lot of money. What is the reason why patients in the documents were misdiagnosed? What made the patients have a good diagnosis in the rest of the countries? So since these persons have a healthcare system that is private, any treatment or test cost money for the company. So therefore, they're going to decline interventions, diagnosis, or any surgery they have to make, even though they need it. They're going to decline that just to save money. In countries like Spain or the rest of the Euro countries have public health care, so you are not a client. You are not just a client that I'm not going to give these clients a service just to save money. No, the state is going to give us the right of health care because we already paid with our taxes, and it's a human right. Yeah. What is the reason why patients in the documents will be diagnosed? Just to save money. Yes, we say that. What were the main detractors of Hillary Clinton's plan? Why? What was the strategy they follow? Again, big corporations, healthcare system, and insurance companies, compañías de seguros médicos, and the pharmaceutical companies, the companies that sell the drugs or the medicines. Yeah. Why does Cuba accept health tourism? Well, actually, is human right to treat and give all persons the treatment they need. So it's not a matter of tourism, but a matter of human right, and every single country should do that. This will improve all the health cares of the countries, because all countries want it to be a reference as a healthcare system. So it's a way of make your country proud in the whole globe, in the whole in the whole planet. So you have to be proud of your healthcare system and provide a healthcare system to everyone that needs this healthcare. How much is one of the medicine in Cuba that worth $120 in the US? So in the documentary it says around 16 cents or something like that. Okay. So all the medicines are subsidized, están subvencionadas por el Estado las compra a un precio caro. En concreto en Estados Unidos hay un bloqueo. Estados Unidos hace un bloqueo a Cuba y Cuba no tiene posibilidad de comprar medicamentos a Estados Unidos o cualquier país que no sea pues, China, Corea del Norte. Entonces, ese bloqueo hace que todos los productos que llegan a Estados Unidos sean muchísimo más caros. So any boat or any plane that is arriving to Cuba cannot fill the tank, no puede rellenar de gasolina en ningún otro país. ¿Vale? Tiene que ir hasta a Cuba y luego volver al país de origen. Sin poder parar en otros países a repostar. Okay, that's a main idea. Even though it's very expensive for the government to buy any medicine, the medicines are subsidized, subvencionadas, y las personas que compran medicinas en Cuba son muy baratas, ¿no? ¿Cuál es el rol de las farmacéuticas tienen este debate? Tenemos este clip en el que se ve, creo que luego lo pregunta otra vez, perdón, a ver. Ok. Esto es el rol, esto es lo que pagan.
Congreso. Esto es lo que costó comprar a estos hombres y a esta mujer.
Okay, imagine this situation. These pharmaceutical companies are paying all these members of all these politicians all this money for them to make laws that benefit the companies. Okay, 60,000, 43,000, 336,000. Well, all this money. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, and look at this.
A este hombre. Y a este. Y a él también. Y el cheque más grande ha sido reservado para el final.
So they pay almost $1 million to the president of the United States of that time. Okay. Which is
¿Por qué pagaron todo ese dinero? Para que se aprobara un proyecto de ley. Una ley para ayudar a los ancianos con sus recetas.
Let there be no mistake about it.
It's of course it's a fake. It's a way to not subsidize certain medicines. So so companies will get more money from elderly people and old people to buy their medicines. So that's why they pay a lot of money to the politicians to improve these laws, to So that's the problem, and that's it. They pay. Es que no me sale ahora el nombre del presidente. George Bush get $1 million just to pass this law, ¿vale? Para proponer esa ley. Luego dice, is there real welfare state in the United States? Welfare es estado de bienestar. Of course not, because a lot of people, 30 million people in the US, almost the population of Spain. Spain is 47 million people. 30 million in the United States don't have SEER insurance. So they don't have any coverage. If something happened to them, if they don't have money, they will not have treatment. As you know, a treatment of coronavirus in the United States cost $35,000 curarte del coronavirus. Bien, ahora te dice aquí, is it easier to control disgruntled population? Es fácil controlar a la gente que está enfadada o ¿cómo se dice? ¿Cómo se diría? Gente que está pasándolo mal. El gobierno debería, the government should the government fear the people, or the people the government? So now the people is scared of the government, instead the government being scared of the people. That's what works. So if the government is scared of the people, the government will work for the benefit of all the society. Should citizens shouldn't tolerate being forced to live in fear of getting sick? If you are scared of getting sick, you are very likely to work overtime, have several works, don't complain. So there to save money enough just for you to know to be safe if something happened. So it's a good way to control people, to make them being scared of being sick, ¿vale? Tener miedo a estar enfermo. And so it's very easy to manipulate that. So we have a clip, I think. No, I think was here, the manipulation of information about Canada. So they manipulate the information about Canadian healthcare. Yes, they say really bad things about Canada's healthcare system.
¿Tienen asistencia sanitaria gratis? ¿No están encantados?
Pues no, por desgracia no es así.
Hay que esperar meses para tratamientos que aquí tienes en una semana o días.
En Canadá tienes que esperar 9 o 10 meses para que te implanten un marcapasos. Muchos canadienses creen que es el mismo sistema sanitario lo que está realmente enfermo.
Pagan menos a sus médicos.
Los cirujanos solo realizan un número limitado de operaciones al año.
Well, so this is the kind of manipulation just for you to still believe that the private healthcare system in the US is good. Okay, co-payment and privatization in hospitals in Spain. Is the American model prevailing? So it's saying that you have to find out how the privatization of the healthcare system here in Spain is happening. Provide update information to demonstrate your response. So I have here some information. We have this article about el copago. So copago is just when you go to a hospital that is semi-private, semi-privado, you have to pay for the treatment or the visit to the doctor. So he's saying here some data. So the final conclusion is: la atención sanitaria no debe ser un proceso comercial, sino un bien común, organizado según el principio de cobertura sanitaria universal, con independencia del nivel socioeconómico de la población, tal y como se reconoce en nuestra Constitución. La atención sanitaria pública, equitativa, de calidad y de un alto nivel de prestaciones debe ser un derecho ciudadano y no un privilegio que solo pueda pagar una parte de la población llamada clientes. Para ello debe disponerse en los presupuestos las partidas suficientes con un sistema fiscal mucho más redistributivo que el actual. O sea, que paguen más los que más tienen y menos impuestos los que menos tienen, ¿no? La tendencia a ir hacia un sistema sanitario público progresivamente más mercantilizado y privatizado responde cada vez menos a las necesidades de toda la población y cada vez más a los intereses privados de una ideología neoliberal que el co-repago contribuye a reforzar. El co-repago quiere decir pues, que tú no solo pagas con los impuestos, sino cuando vas a visitar al médico, ¿vale? Esto lo escriben el grupo de desigualdad de Barcelona, de epidemiología, el grupo de epidemiología y salud pública de España y la facultad de enfermería de Canadá, ¿vale? Luego hay otro aquí, la privatización del sistema sanitario. Creo que este es más formal, ¿no? Porque lo escribe Marciano Sánchez Baile en 2014, que es doctor en medicina, especialista en pediatría, nefrología, en la actualidad es jefe de sección del Hospital de Pediatría del Hospital Niño de Jesús de Madrid. Fue fundador de la Asociación en Defensa de la Sanidad Pública. Bueno, ahí, ¿vale? Lo podéis descargar en internet. Él da aquí unos consejos, toda la información, la bibliografía que se ha consultado para realizar el artículo científico y bueno, pues dice aquí básicamente una serie de conclusiones, ¿vale? La primera sería la financiación, que debe ser bueno, pues un plan integrador para todo el territorio nacional, control del gasto farmacéutico, adecuación de la utilización de la tecnología, agencia de compras, paralizar las privatizaciones, evaluar sus resultados y reintegrarlas al sistema sanitario público. Fomentar la atención primaria, ¿vale? Entonces, cuando la atención primaria es el primer médico que ves, que es el que te puede mandar un especialista o no. Entonces, dependiendo de cómo es esa atención primaria sea de calidad, pues evitará que se generen enfermedades que solo puedan ser curadas por especialistas o intervención quirúrgica. Por eso es tan importante la buena dieta y ejercicio, ¿vale? Frutas, verduras y hortalizas como base de nuestra dieta. Vale. Fomentar la participación de profesionales. Se pueden revertir las privatizaciones, cómo se debe de hacer. Bueno, esa es la conclusión que se debe. En resumen, existen varias alternativas para la reversión de estos centros del sistema sanitario público que van desde el control exhaustivo de su actividad a la denuncia de los incumplimientos de los contratos privados, la utilización de cláusulas de los mismos para esa recuperación hasta la expropiación, ¿vale? Cuando no funciona bien un servicio privado, pues se vuelve a hacer público para mejorar ese servicio. Y bueno, vamos a ver la siguiente. Bueno, aquí te dice a private insurance leaves a patient outside of another hospital because of she cannot pay the bills. It is a crime. Does it violate any right? Article 22 of Human Rights believe describe that is consists of. Okay, so we have here Article 22 of el artículo 22 de los derechos humanos dice que afirma que los derechos económicos, sociales, culturales son indispensables para la dignidad humana y el desarrollo de la personalidad. O sea que necesitamos tener unos derechos económicos, necesitamos tener dinero, ¿vale? Y unos derechos sociales y culturales. Y luego está el artículo 25, que es la siguiente pregunta, bueno, que hace relación. Esta es una flechita para la derecha que era en relación a la pregunta anterior. El abandono a pacientes es una violación de los derechos humanos, en concreto del artículo 22, o sea, del artículo 24, perdón, que dice que la Declaración Universal de Derechos Humanos viene desarrollado en el artículo 25. Todas las personas tienen derecho a un nivel de vida adecuado que le asegure, así como a su familia, la salud y el bienestar, en esencial la alimentación, el vestido, la vivienda, la asistencia médica y otros servicios, ¿no? ¿Vale? Pues es un derecho un derecho humano que está vulnerado en Estados Unidos. Dr. Hollinger sends a healthcare denials for any insurance without reading them. The film does not clarify whether he has been prosecuted or not. Do you think should end in a court? ¿Vale? Esta pregunta es sobre este médico que niega tratamientos, ¿no? Entonces él dice que...
Por favor, dígame de qué se trata. En él denegamos la derivación a un oftalmólogo. ¿Es su firma la del documento? Sí. Quiero que lea el documento 2. Es la denegación de una petición para una resonancia magnética cerebral. ¿Lleva su firma? Sí. Doctor, pasemos al documento 3. Léalo, por favor. Es una denegación de derivación a un neurocirujano. ¿Puede explicarme cómo llegó a firmar esta carta de denegación? Es una firma estándar que figura en todas las denegaciones. ¿Es su firma o es un sello? Es un sello. ¿Alguna vez lee la carta de denegación antes de que impriman su firma? No, las cartas de denegación siempre son básicamente iguales. Este es el tipo de cartas que envían. La respuesta es no. No, exacto.
La verdadera definición de un buen director médico es alguien que hace ahorrar mucho dinero a la compañía.
La doctora Linda Pino era inspectora médica de humanos.
Bueno, pues that's the thing. He should be prosecuted. Yes, I think. Because he wasn't doing his job properly. But the thing was that the company asked him to do that. So he has the responsibility, and the company, both of them have the responsibility for the death or the mistreatment of all that patients that actually needed these treatments. Okay, then the director of the Canadian who defends the public healthcare system, the director asks a Canadian who defends the public healthcare system if he belongs to a socialist party. What the point of this question? I think was here.
Tenía seguro en el extranjero, pero cuando me dijeron que costaría 23, 24.000, no sé, pensé...
¿24.000?
Dólares, sí.
Si se hubiera quedado en Estados Unidos, le habría costado...
He has a problem in the US while playing golf, and he went to a hospital there in the US, and they told him that even having an insurance, habiendo tenido una aseguradora, le harían pagar $25,000, ¿no? So he decided to...
$24,000, sí.
Sin embargo, volvió a Canadá.
Sí.
Y en Canadá cubrieron todos los gastos.
Todos.
Pagaron la operación.
Sí.
Y le costó...
Nada.
Cero. Y dígame, ¿cómo espera que sus compatriotas canadienses que no tienen su problema, por qué tienen que pagar ellos con el dinero de sus impuestos el problema que tiene usted?
Porque nosotros haríamos lo mismo por ellos.
Ya, pero...
Siempre ha sido así y esperamos que siempre lo sea.
Bien, pero si solo tuviera que pagar por sus problemas y no por los de los demás, solo tendría que cuidar de sí mismo.
Mire, hay mucha gente que no tiene medios para hacerlo y alguien debe pensar en ellos.
¿Es usted miembro del Partido Socialista?
No.
¿De los Verdes?
No. Soy miembro del Partido Conservador. ¿Es algo malo?
So the thing is that in the US they have conception of the healthcare system, the public things are communist or socialist. And in Canada, this person that is from a conservative party, from the right side of the politics, he really believes in this kind of system, the public healthcare system. So depending on the country and on the media and the manipulation, we are likely to think that these things are socialist or something that is not real. Okay. What more? Yes. What does the film mean when it says that the pharmaceutical companies bought a group of congressmen and the president of the United States? Was this part of the video when we saw all these congressmen paid by the pharmaceutical companies? Yeah, actually they do that to implement laws that helps the pharmaceutical companies to get more money. Simple as that. How are public healthcare system financed? By taxes here in Spain. What are the benefits covered by a social security system? Of course, you don't have to have this amount of money because imagine a situation that you develop cancer, which is very expensive, and a heart attack and many consecutive illnesses that are very expensive in a private sector, but you don't have to be worried about if you are going to have enough money to pay that treatments. If you have a public healthcare system, the system is going to provide what you need. Yeah, no matter if you are rich or poor, they're going to give you what you need to have good health. What are the economic and work benefits for the country when workers have a good health? So if a worker has a good health and is not worried about being sick, they work better and they perform a better work. So you as a worker are more productive. You generate more resources for the companies. So it's a good investment. Es una buena inversión that the health cares were public and in good conditions so everyone could have a good health. Yeah, that will benefit the economy. Michael Moore became famous in the documentaries Bowling for Columbine, Fahrenheit 9/11. Look at information about. Okay, so Bowling for Columbine is talking about guns control and weapons control in the U.S. because it was a high rate of mass shooting in the United States. So the access to guns are very easy. So people with mental problems or can have weapons, and so there it's very likely for students to have a problem with guns in the US. So so in the Bowling for Columbine documentary is talking about this problem and how it will be solved banning the guns prohibiendo el uso o la compra de armas en Estados Unidos. Fahrenheit 9/11 is talking about the invasion of Iraq and Afghanistan, that and all the terrorism against Islam and all the problems for the Americans that all this situation provoke. Yes. Describe all these four countries: Canada, England, France. The Guantánamo Bay is the jail, la cárcel de Guantánamo, que es de Estados Unidos, y Cuba, ¿no? O sea, estos 5 sitios, they share one common thing, that is public health care. So no matter how much money do you have, you're going to have a proper treatment and diagnose without any cost, and it will be also happening here in Spain. So we have public health care with some modifications because we have been privatized. Para que os hagáis una idea, 2/3 de los hospitales en Madrid son privados y solo 1/3 es público, aproximadamente. Para que os hagáis una idea de la inversión, de la poca inversión en público, en sanidad pública que hace la Comunidad de Madrid. So this is little by little. It's not happening in one day, but we saw in these articles we have to come back to previous situations. I think it was here an article about, it says la inversión en sanidad pública ocupa el 6,78 del Producto Interior Bruto, mientras que en 2017 se redujo al 6,23. ¿Vale? Se va reduciendo cada vez más el porcentaje que se dedica a la sanidad pública. ¿Vale? So this is the comment of all the questions of the documentary. I hope you like it, and it's a good way to think, and especially in this nowadays situation. Okay, goodbye.